everybody, welcome back to Oghupower. I'm Oghu. This is Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and this, if I haven't miscounted is the right one, sorry, is episode 200, a new milestone, the first playthrough of a game that took me more than 200 episodes, which means over 100 hours of playtime as well. That one would be nice, to be honest. Funny how I can't upgrade even one of them fully. And I have to say, fitting that in this episode we are going to reenact the Battle of 300.
You're back. Good. Your word stuck with me, Misthios. The public will fear and admire my Xerxes.
I'm glad I could inspire you.
I think that's really fitting.
I'll insult you and the Spartans, the usual. So you reply, the Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we all drench the gods with wine.
I know Thespis loves his wine, but Leonidas said he'd drench the gods with blood.
He's the director. I'm sure you can make his lines work.
Really?
Could you remind me?
As King Xerxes, I'll insult you and the Spartans, the usual. So you reply.
I know Thespis.
He's the director.
Really? We have to do it like this? Oh man. That's not what I wanted. Also, Tim, you played for it multiple times. That's nice to hear. So, did you play the other ones of the series?
There's a lot of people out there, aren't there? I sure hope the good word of the goddess can carry me through.
I'm sure it will.
So, I'm Ephialtes the traitor. I'll say, I'm so clever for betraying you and the Spartans. Then you say, today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Why would Thespis write that? Leonidas was a king himself. He wanted the whole world to remember what he did.
It's a work of art. Don't take the details too seriously.
Oh, you should take them seriously.
So good to see you. I'm sure you'll make a great Leonidas, seeing as you took care of that commander so thoroughly.
It was nothing.
So in our scene, I'll ask you to advise the troops. Then you answer, come back with your shield or under it.
I'm sure every Spartan general says on it.
That's what Thespis wrote.
Yeah, that's what he wrote. That's what he said, more or less. Which one do you like most, Tim? I will put a quick save in.
Do you need to rehearse more? Or are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's start it.
Let's start the
see.
play.
I will try both versions. Episode 200 and we got Hermes Homie. Episode 200 and we got Hermes Homie. Sorry.
Welcome to our play! The heroic tale of King Leonidas and his 300 Spartans.
Tim, did you play the other games of that series?
Your Leonidas.
Thank you
The
for
third
being
one,
here.
the fourth one.
Remember that Leonidas was not only a king of Sparta, but the savior of all Greeks.
I am the Anikis, lieutenant of the great Leonidas. I will serve him until Hades himself comes to claim him. My commander, my king, we are outnumbered and outmaneuvered. What can I do to help?
What does the Spartan general have to say to his right-hand man?
Yes. And okay, let's go first with
Come back with your shield, or under it.
I Xerxes, king of the Persians. Your puny gods mean nothing to me. Kneel before my mortal self. You Spartan cur! I will grind you and your people under my sandal.
How will Leonidas reply to his mortal enemy, Xerxes?
The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with wine!
And I'm from Austria. No, I'm not German, but German is my native language, mother language.
Alexios, exile and
Why?
traitor, you know I'll bring doom to the Spartan army by revealing a secret goat path to the Persians. Those stuck-up Spartans won't stand a chance. I've defeated your plans, Leonidas. What are you going to do about that?
The traitor dares talk back to his king! What will Leonidas say to that?
Today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Hey, Paki.
Don't worry, my friend. It happens all the time when Thespis tries to write lines. Your performance was fine.
I'm going to talk to that Thespis.
I really don't. That was... I feel dirty seeing his lines.
Marvelous. Such a performance.
Did you hear the crowd? I barely got out of there without a fight. Next time, listen to the advice of people who know what they're talking about. After all, Leonidas was my grandfather.
Oh, you never stop performing. I love that. You almost had me convinced.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you for that, but is this the quick save? Ah, here's a quick save. I will start that one again. That's... I don't care if he is angry with me. Okay, we got the trophy, that's nice and dandy, but that's not what I wanted. I just saw my profile, okay? So yeah, might be that it's in German, I don't really know, but Austria is one of the countries that has German as a native language, as has Germany, parts of Swiss. I don't know if in Luxembourg it's German. Don't know about that one. And I think that's it, to be honest. Not very many countries who have German as native language. But it is what it is. So. And this time we will do it right. I don't care.
Do you need to...
If he's then angry. And also, as you can see, 95 hours of play. I think the other 5 hours are like loading back stuff and trying different thingies and yada yada yada.
Welcome!
Thank you
Yeah, we don't need to see that. I just want to hear what happens.
My...
What?
Come back with your shield, or on it!
Nothing from the crowd?
I am Xerxes.
How?
The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with their blood!
Nothing?
Arrived.
The traitor...
Today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the world will remember.
Silence.
Great job, my friend. Enjoy the crowd's reaction, because I don't think Thesbus will be happy you went off script.
I think I can take care of him.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe it. You ruined my perfect script.
No.
Didn't you hear the crowd? They wanted to hear the real story of Leonidas. I should know. He was my grandfather.
You never stop performing. I love that. You almost had me convinced, you joker. Here, you're part of the take.
Thanks. Maybe I...
Yeah. That's how I want this to end. Not the other strange way. The young poet on Mount Helicon, okay, in Boeotia. That was up, yeah. And Mount Helicon, where is Mount Helicon? That's the lake. Ah, there it is. Oh, run. Fast travel, don't move down. I know there are still some quests to do, but I'm not going to go for all quests. I don't think I have the time for that. Sorry. Okay. Puck is sitting behind me, but he's sitting far away from the chair that I can move it a little if I want to. So that means this one. I haven't decided if I go for the Herodotus quest or the underwater locations last, but well, I have some time to think about it yet. Okay, there was no crowd cheering or anything before, and now there was the sound issue. It sounds like there are stones rolling down the cliff when or a hill when I'm moving Phobos now. Wait, what's... Who? Astrid? What? Who? Why? Why are you attacking me? I don't understand that. She has a lot of health, I have to say. Wait, what? I could have staff attacked her? Wait. Who was she? See you in a minute, Tim.
Is that Alexios of Oghu, the eagle bearer, messenger of Zeus, he who launched 1,000 hearts?
Alcibiades. I'm known by many names, but that last one sounds to be of your own making.
My young friend Archimedes here could use your legendary talents to woo the object of his desire.
Okay.
You would have my eternal gratitude.
I'd like to know more about the man asking for my help.
I'm Archimedes. I came to Alcibiades because he boasts of his exploits as a lover and knows Braxilla.
I'm Amistios, not some famed lover.
Nonsense! I've heard that Armistios here is the only one allowed near the pirate queen Xenia's booty.
What's the job?
Have you ever heard of Braxilla?
The name sounds familiar.
Don't
Who is
think
she?
so.
Who is she? A poet blessed by Apollo himself. She describes the gods as if they were her lovers. Her lyre is a legendary weapon wielded in her hands. I want to meet her, but talking to a goddess such as she?
Okay.
Terrifying.
Oh, nonsense. Usually you give a woman some flowers, and she'll show you her flower. However, this is Braxilla. She is not easily impressed.
Okay.
Of course. No ordinary flower will do. They need to be worthy of a goddess.
I come to this coast every year for the poetry festival. Of all the beautiful blossoms, none match the scent and radiance of the coral rose. Fetch some, and all
someone in the
doors
background
and
getting on a horse.
legs shall open for you.
I'll return with your flowers. Where can I find the coral rose? It sounds rare.
You would be correct. However, like all good things in life, these take more work than most are willing to expend. They're atop a nearby mountain.
Okay.
Say I do get these flowers. Where would I bring them?
Back to camp? Braxilla should be in her tent.
Okay.
You mentioned being here for a poetry festival.
I did. It's one of the many festivals to Apollo, but this one holds a special place in my heart, among other places. Other festivals are so stuffy. Here we worship like Maenads.
Okay.
I've heard enough.
Please, if you are as skilled with sword and heart as Alcibiades says, you'll return to me with the coral rose. As a poet, it's best that I stay at camp while you do the hiking.
You'd be an easy snack for wolves or bears. I'll return with the roses.
Let's do this. Hey. There was something about a lover? Oops. We need 5 of those roses, okay.
These must be the coral roses.
So 2 of 5. 3. Enough, okay. Let's take the fast way down. I really love that you don't take enemy fall damage once you get level 20. It's just so useful.
I found your coral roses.
You're back! That's perfect. The roses are perfect. Oh, look at the luster. The fragrance. Now you must deliver them to her.
Why not?
You came all this way to meet her. You should be the one to do it.
Please, I'm much too nervous to speak to her. I've composed a poem to recite. Here, let me teach you.
I'd say it all wrong. I'm Alexios, not a poet.
Well, and the nectar.
Would you at least deliver the flowers while I rehearse?
Fine. But the rest is up to you.
Okay, she's at her tent. It's right there. Go give them to her.
Yeah. And Alcibiades is with her.
Praxilla, I have flowers for you from Archimedes of somewhere.
Did I not tell you to get the wine 5 minutes ago?
Alexios of Oghu, may I introduce you to my dear friend Praxilla, Apollo's muse and mistress of the golden strings.
You're Praxilla?
Didn't expect an aged bard. Mercenary of Ayat?
It would be foolish of me to assume a master of the craft would be young.
Praxilla, this is Alexios of Oghu, eagle-bearer, messenger of Zeus, launcher of 1,000...
Alexios, all the kings cowered from this god-child's power are scowling Achilles. Alexios, please, cry lads and ladies.
A true genius.
Look at those shoulders. A soldier, a Spartan, a thorn in the side of titans. He who dares challenge Poseidon. Alcibiades, this one I'm keeping my eyes on.
Oh,
Poems she writes about me are never so kind.
I have flowers for you. They're not from me. They're from Archimedes. He's right over... Well, he was over there.
A coral rose? Huh. I'll have to get my servant to add these to the pile.
Oh.
It's a gift. Show some gratitude.
Where is that servant girl? I swear her head must be rattling with rocks.
I wish she'd rattle my rocks.
Achaikos is missing. That idiot must have taken it with her and run off.
Achaikos?
Achaikos is Praxilla's legendary lyre.
I set it down after tuning moments before you arrived. I can't go on stage without Achaikos.
I did see Archimedes leaving in quite a hurry.
We need to
He
get that
stole
lyre
it.
back. Please, without Praxilla getting everyone's juices flowing, this festival is just a bunch of young men measuring
course,
the
Alcibiades
size of
will
their
do that.
verse.
This lyre was special. Can you play another for your recital?
Perseus without winged sandals or a mirrored shield was just a man. Would he have the same legends, the same mystery if he performed each task without a legendary weapon?
It's very valuable, both in significance and in drachmi.
Archimedes and the missing servant both disappeared as the lyre was stolen. They could be working together.
Oh, and he seemed like such a nice boy.
Alcibiades invited a viper into my tent.
Or it was her.
Is there somewhere they could have taken it?
It's a poetry festival. There's no better hub for shady trade.
I'll find the thief and return the lyre.
Okay. Explore the tent. Yeah, right. Talk to the people. More likely.
Do you know a man named Archimedes?
Archimedes. Archimedes. That's the kid who hangs out around the Vipers. Yeah, I know him. He's been coming to the festival for 3 or 4 years, maybe.
The Vipers? Who are they?
You know how it is. People feel small, so they band together to make the rest of us feel smaller.
Okay.
They took over the temple of Athena Itonia a while back. Now it's hard to take the road without being held at knife point.
Do you think that's where Archimedes would take a lyre?
Hope not. For his sake. The Vipers are dangerous. If he did have the lyre on him, they'd probably rough him up for it. He's one of those kids that'd be keeping around for fodder, if you get me.
Yeah.
Did he have a lyre on him?
I didn't see him with one. I saw him talking to you, then walking towards Praxilla's tent. He and Praxilla's pretty Elot have been sneaking around lots. Just assume they were, you know, planting a garden.
So they were.
Is the Temple of Athena the best place to sell a stolen lyre?
You can buy and sell anything here, unfortunately. But Going to the Vipers guarantees the person you stole from won't follow you in. Shame. It was such a beautiful temple.
So I guess
Thank you for your
that's
help.
where we have to
Hope
go
you find
next.
the lyre. Watch out for the Vipers at the temple of Athinaitonia.
Northwestern part of Mount Heliocon, so I suggest here. Let's ride over there. And 4.5 minutes more or less. I think we can get the lyre at least out of there in this episode.
Yep.
What? Oh. It's the servant girl, okay?
Someone, please help!
You're that servant. The one who disappeared at the same time as the liar.
I can explain. Archimedes talked me into it and said he'd use the drachmi to buy my freedom. When we escaped, he said he wanted to bring the lyre to the Vipers. I said no. The Vipers said yes.
The Vipers have Archimedes and the liar now. As for you, you can go back to Praxilla and apologize if you really want help.
Okay. So it was where I thought it would be.
That must be where they're keeping Archimedes and the liar.
Only two. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I saw something. This is our last fight.
So. And now. That's it.
Thank the gods, I am saved. These horrible thugs blackmailed me into stealing the lyre.
I doubt that.
They took it
Yes.
from me when I was captured.
That's possible. Or, well, at least I'm not immediately thinking he's trying to pull some stuff when he says that. Hey, please.
Malaka got what they deserved.
Did they force you to steal Praxilla's lyre?
No, they gave me the confidence I was lacking. We would drink and complain about poetry at the festival, and I let slip that Praxilla's my mother.
What? Praxilla's your mother?
She is. She abandoned me and my father when I was a child. Something about following her
Okay.
destiny to be a wandering poet. My
Okay.
father, Achaikos, built the lyre for her as a wedding present. She loved it more than us.
Wow.
I wanted her to feel the way we did when she left.
Okay. If the guy was her husband, then it would be this. If you get a child, you have
Praxilla got what she deserved
You
for
have
abandoning
to
her family.
take
I just
responsibility
wanted her
for
to
your
feel
child.
some of the
In my
pain
personal
I
opinion.
felt. Why don't I feel better?
Archimedes, I know you still have the lyre. Give it to me.
It got broken in the struggle.
Malaka.
Wait, before you leave, I need some advice. Should I talk to Praxilla I don't know what to do.
Try to talk to her.
Approach Praxilla as yourself and talk to her. Maybe she missed
And
you
even
and
if
didn't know
not,
how to come home.
I need time
might
to
hurt.
think about everything. My father, my mother, my friends. Please don't tell Praxilla who I am.
Even if not, it might hurt him emotionally, but maybe he can then come to a close with her being his mother, but her not loving him, although he is her child, which is really hard one, but oh well. Oh, also looking at the time, yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching, and I hope I see you guys again soon, so bye bye.